Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we've got a Capcom game, Captain Commando. So we shall see what we have in store here. What are options? Alright. A tap jump spell. It's the same. These are exact same buttons as the Avengers we just played. All right. So I'm guessing a beat 'em up. Baby Commando, a little baby in a robot suit. All right, we've got a Mummy Commando, Captain Commando, Ninja Commando, and Baby. Alright, let's play Ninja. Although I kind of wanted to do the Baby just because it's a baby. We'll see if it does the same thing as some of these where we get to switch characters. See, this one already better than Avengers. You can actually get in there and actually play beat 'em up. It's not cheesy. We got some decent controls seem better. It seems a lot less all over the place. Like, grunts are actually grunts and not like fucking bosses. I'm gonna use this special on somebody and see what it does. Because right now it's just flashy. Interesting. But that hurt. I don't know if he hit us or if it does the whole where you take damage. It's like, why get rid of a sword to pick up a hammer? Although, got some range on it. Like, this is much more enjoyable than the last one, than Avengers. Like, this is what a beat 'em up actually should be. It's not trying to cheese you, especially not right off the bat, you know. I'm sure we're going to get stupider as we go. But, I mean, that is par for the course, right? But at least here, we actually get to enjoy ourselves, play a little. Even the bosses are not overly cheesy. Oh. Alright, fair enough. Like, I don't mind being countered in the air into an attack like that. But we get to actually play, which is nice. Like, we could not do this in the Avengers game at all. We were stuck being cheesy because the enemies were absolutely cheesy. Ooh, that hurt. Ah. Hitboxing is still going to get a little used to. It's not too bad, though. But this is a really decent beat 'em up. I mean, it's not doing anything overly special. Like, we're not going over the top, or there's nothing really, you know, distinguishing. But it's a good quality game that, I mean, you expect from Capcom. All right, we got electric girls. I mean, gotta give it credit, the Avengers looked better, but I mean, honestly, I'm all about the gameplay more than the visuals. Like, I think half the reason we're gonna go back to this because I think it resonates with more people. Like Final Fantasy VII, I think more people, everybody loved Final Fantasy more because it was the best looking RPG at the time, but it wasn't quality. Like, you know, you play the, you know, the 8-bit, you know, blocky, hard to make out things, and nobody really liked it because, you know, I mean, because it's graphically it's not there, but you know, the gameplay was so much better that I would take a blocky 8-bit game that had massive story, great gameplay, and everything than I would over a game that looks pretty but plays like shit. And it's just boring as hell. Oh! We got barbecued. I mean, this game is campy. And you know what? There is absolutely nothing wrong with campy. I love campy movies. I love the cheesy B-C movies. And okay, that was a little cheese right there. Alright, so unfortunately we do not get to, okay, these guys are kind of fucking annoying. Food! Well, I mean, we get to pick up energy. We get life. Okay, we gotta take out little fireball dude here. Ooh. Oh, that was some cheese. Yeah. All right, cool. Interesting boss fight. You know, you got the little minions on all these fights that keep respawning to make it more difficult without, you know, adding to the cheesiness to it. Rather than make the boss really stupid, they just made it to where you have to deal with, you know, minions on top of things. Another decent aspect of it, another route to go. Instead of like a boss that may or may not be like over the top or cheesy or stupid, instead it's, you know, we're gonna make the boss unique, different, hard, but then we're gonna add the guys that are gonna make the difficult, gonna ramp up the difficulty without making it too cheesy, because you can kind of avoid, kill, and do stuff while you're doing it. Yeah, we got a good quality, you know, I mean, oh, I couldn't jump out of the way of that one. Damn it. Okay, you get to select the player. Alright, what do we got here? We're going to go baby. I wanted to try out the baby. We're going to try the baby. Damn it. Jesus, we are in... We're getting attacked by everybody special all at once. Them spamming their special attacks is kind of... Why does his special attack seem the exact same as the ninjas? Yeah, that I'm not liking. Yeah. At least they have a good variety of enemies. I mean, we're only a little bit in, but we've actually had a bunch of different... Okay, so you can't use your attack midair. Oh, come on, I was picking up the fucking food, really? That sucked. Ah, Jesus. I'm a little disappointed in that aspect. The picking things up was a little, Okay, so the special attack does drain your life. Like, we jumped right into the start. Okay, like some of the games, your special attack does drain your health. Alright, we're going to do the mummy. Boy, the dude's scrawny. I mean, there's not a... Jesus. Interesting. There's not a huge difference between each character's attacks. Okay, so there is the attack for... Damn it. Got smacked in the back on that one. I mean, other than aesthetically and whatnot, most of the things aren't really changing up in the attacks that's going on. Which, it'd be nice if... The one thing I go back to is like Sailor Moon was one of the best in that regard, to where everybody's attack... Well, 3 out of the 5 had unique, like, attacks. Whether it is range or speed and some of the other things. Jesus. This one, it seems like everybody's more or less the same. It's just kind of what character you want to, you know, see. So do you want to play as a dual knife-wielding mummy, a ninja, a baby in a machine kind of thing, where it doesn't seem like it matters which one you pick? You're not going to change play styles? Jesus, right? Fuck you. Okay, you know what? You guys want to play? Okay, let's play. There we go. The one downside is, like a lot of beat 'em ups, which is fine, it's par for the course again, is once you start attacking, like initially, you can't stop in mid-attack. So when you're getting attacked from behind, you can't move out of the way, dodge or anything. You're just kind of you have to take it. Which is pretty normal, nothing... Alright, let's play with Captain Commando. Jesus, we haven't even done damage. We haven't actually broken through. Holy shit, the dude does some damage. This is ridiculous. We're like 2 hits in. His range is insane, and it does so much damage. The hitboxing on him is a little crappy too. We're at least we're taking some. Good God, dude. It's kind of like Blanca. We didn't even get to see. This boss was fucking ridiculous, dude. The range on him and the damage that he does that knocks you out of the fucking sky. That was a crappy fight. I'm not gonna lie, that was really garbage. I don't know why he was in... Why we had a mad scientist at the bottom of a circus. That kind of didn't make much sense. What is with all the... Okay, now we're playing Battletoads here. Okay, I'm confused as how we're going through these, Okay, we just punched through them. Kind of. We are not doing well on that at all. Little bonus level. Oh, now we actually get into it. Alright, that was kind of stupid, to be honest. There was really not much to that whole thing. Like I said, the game is playable, the game is decent, it's well enough done, but it's really kind of just a more humdrum, nothing really spectacular, no bells and whistles, nothing that really makes it stand out as, you know, quality. I mean, it's a decent, it's a very okay platformer or beat 'em up. I mean, everything about it is perfectly passable, but nothing that really, you know, stands out and goes, you know, makes you like say, oh, hey, that's a really cool game. Like, you should check this out. It does this, this, or this. It's not quite there, you know. And like I said, it's the fact that every character that you play is exactly the same, minus their special ability. I mean, that's their only distinguishing factor. It's a little disappointing. I feel like they could have done more to change things up a little bit. Wookie? One of the guys' names is Wookie. And Carol. We just beat up on Carol. Level designs are decent. They're a little short, but, you know, not bad. You can really plow through this game pretty. So another thing that kind of going off of what we're doing compared to like the Avengers is, you know, we have two lives. we actually have ways of gaining life throughout most of the levels. So it's not just you have 100 health and that's it kind of thing. Ah, screwed that one up. Ah, whatever, dude. Come here. I don't like, but I get why they do it, is the whole losing health when you do your special. I'd rather have something where you can kind of like build up a meter or something by attacking. Just something other than you lose health when you use your ability. I do like that it allows you to do it as much as you need. We're back to this. Okay, we're on the same boss fight again. Again, with disappointing. I mean, it's a harder one, but it's still the same thing. Ugh. And the cheesy auto attack thing is really kind of ridiculous. But yeah, that's disappointing. I really don't like that we're doing the same boss fight. I don't think there's any excuse for that. I mean, he's cheesier. And they're doing multiple different enemies at the same time instead of just the fat little fire dudes. But his rapid fire with being able to counter your jumping into him is kind of crappy. Really? Oh, and we're just doing another one. All right, see that kind of stuff is just. We gain the credit and stuff like this where we're gaining credits, we're getting life. It's allowing more playability where, like the Avengers, was not really getting you to being able to really play at all. It was just like, how quick can we make you die? And, you know, very disappointing. We're already almost through this whole game. We're not going to make it. We've only got one continue. But, I mean, see, right as I give them credit for, you know, keeping the enemies fresh, now we're recycling everything. We're recycling the bosses, recycling all the enemies. We're not doing anything really original anymore. It's not necessarily anything necessarily bad. It's just disappointing, and it, you know, makes it so the game, like I said, doesn't stand out. It's just more. It's a passable, okay. Beat 'em up, but it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna win any awards. It's not, you know, a game that you want to go out of your way for. They just didn't put enough effort into it to make it, you know, like stand out in the vast sea of beat 'em ups that are out there. You know, having a baby and a robot is not enough. And now we're starting... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Now we're starting this shit, huh? Where you don't even see that they're coming, they're just there. And I really dislike that the baby and the ninja both do the exact same special move. I mean, I don't know, maybe on easy you could just go through and beat the game? See, that's the other disadvantage of it being just such a humdrum game is, after you play it once, you don't want to jump back in and start over again. Like, it's one of those games where you're going to have to take, you know, you do this, we get game over, and then it's like, well, we'll come back to it next week. Because it's not fresh enough, it's not, you know, distinguishable enough. There's not enough to it to really make you just like, oh, I was so close, I want to play it again. You're just like, that was fun. Moving on. And that's where stuff like that comes in, is, you know, if you want people to get back in and just want to play the game, you have to have something that brings them back. And having the same enemies 6 levels in now, with recycled bosses, is just not there. Characters that play the same, so it doesn't matter who you choose. It's really not the same. Although, honestly, I think out of everything, that the Mummy is the best in that regards because of his special. The only thing that makes him unique is the fact that he can spin around and really take care of the mass amounts of I saw it and I just didn't do anything of enemies. That was unique. Okay, I like that. I wish I didn't find that out way late in the game. Charge punch! Okay, God, I hate this shit. It's so stupid. And they don't really have it set to where you can really do well in avoiding it. Aha! Whoa! No, no. Damn it. Just slightly out of his hitbox. He is wise to my tricks. I mean, he didn't really, but he kind of learned. So, you know, I like that. He kicked my ass because of it. It's silly to think that they would actually be able to do that, but especially on the Super Nintendo. But just silly stuff like that works for me. But all in all, the game is playable. The game is far better than the Avengers was. But, I mean, again, there's not enough uniqueness and enough things that they incorporated to make the game something that you want to keep coming back to. Like I said, the regurgitating of the exact same enemies, like at first I was like, oh, they keep changing up the enemies. But they only did that for two levels or so, and then they just kept taking them and moving them over. To the point where they're doing it with the boss, too, and that is just honestly unacceptable and unnecessary. You had that one cheese boss, which was crazy, but fine, you know, nothing wrong with that. But just the recycling of the enemies, the fact that all the characters, for the most part, all are exactly the same. You know, they're a different skin on the exact same kind of moves and everything. Mine is pretty much his special move and then the captain's electricity. But other than that, like the other two have the exact same one. Doesn't make sense. All in all, like the game is fluid. The game plays well. The game controls well. It allows you to actually play the game and have fun with it. I mean, you saw that we made most of our way through the game on normal. We put it on easy. We probably would have beat the damn game. I didn't see the fire thing on our guy, so I guess each one has a somewhat unique other ability that they do. But I mean, not enough differences to justify a whole lot. But it's a basic run-of-the-mill beat 'em up that is better than a lot of them, but nothing that sticks out or makes it, a unique or, more engaging or in-depth beat 'em up. It's more just a run-of-the-mill beat 'em up that is well done at its base, but unfortunately they just stuck with the base and they didn't really try to move on with the game or elevate it in any way. They said, oh, it works, we'll go with it. And, there's nothing really wrong with that, but just in a sea of beat 'em ups, especially when you're out actually purchasing these games back then, it's like, why are we not trying to do something to stand out, to make us want? I mean, just because it's a Capcom game, which probably did enough to get their sales than some other no-name ones, but there's not enough to really justify, talk to your friends and did you play that? It's like, yeah, it was okay. Instead of, oh yeah, that was a great game. You really need to, back in the day when these games came out, that was like huge thing. Word of mouth, because it wasn't, YouTube reviews and Instagram, everything. It was, did your buddy play that or whatever? And did it really stand out? Is it worth going and getting? Should I go pick it up? And when they're like, it's okay. It's a beat 'em up. You didn't want to rush to the store and pick this up. It was just, well, maybe I'll rent it. Maybe we'll play it here. I'll borrow it or whatever. It's not a game that you run into rush out and buy because there's not enough uniqueness to it. So anyways, I will stop rambling for now. Thanks a lot, guys. You have a good one. Until next time.